with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And an Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Check. Lucky. Go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 21-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game. And
he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, 98 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Check Henry. 52 right here. 52. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Switch. Switch. 66. Pull it. Half. Mike 52.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right. Right. 52. Hot something. Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray with a third and long. And he finds Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. They will run with Grant. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go. 52. We own it. We own it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Slow. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play fake. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Slam. 56.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 180. Check black 39. 6 man. Check curls.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the 2nd quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After 1 quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Ground 80. Hey, Alpha.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Will Fuller. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On 2nd and 7, Allen, he's going to loft one, and that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from the safety position. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, check. Check.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
45 to Mike. Coming this way. Here we go.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the head.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Murray. In trouble, and he's taken down. Devin White in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
49, check 49, check 49. Pass. Hey, tight. Jumper. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Hey, check 19.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Allen now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They come out here in the eye. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Bears 14. Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
It's third down.
The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Allen in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. 1, 6, 4, 3,
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He'll find Harry on the right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. Grant. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. Escaping. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Stephen Hauschka on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check Mike 39. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
First down, and they're going to throw it down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Yeah.
Now Allen. Man open left side is Brown. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, he gets this out to Foster on the right side. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check Mike 39.
Here's Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go back to Grant. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Mark 52. 52's the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Here's Murray back near his goal line. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Washington. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert, alert, alert! Bravo!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Allen, he's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hand on the middle. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket.